being that it is close to Friday the 13th, I thought no better time than to do another Friday the 13th ranking video. This one, I chose to do my top 5 Jason Portrayals. And there was some badass Jasons in these movies, so it's going to be interesting to see which ones I pick to make the list. So without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is FACCI'S. This is FACCI'S Horror Movies and More. Go ahead and click that like, hit that subscribe, and definitely ring the bell notification. That way you know anytime I upload a new video or am going live, usually on Wednesday nights on Futch Monster Live. And also, keep your eye out for the stream demons. Myself, Filthy Dan, Chris Snyder, Jason Nike, and Destiny Faulkner. Our horror group, we meet once a month usually. Sometimes we're looking to meet twice a month, where we discuss and talk all things horror. And it's a hell of a good time. Definitely check it out. Our first episode was actually the beginning of this month, so go ahead and check that out if you have not. It's over on Jason Nike's channel, you'll find it. But definitely check it out, like it, share it, get us out there, because the stream demons are a hell of a good time. And we appreciate any and all feedback that we get as well. So thank you guys very much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these Jason rankings. I only did top 5. I know there was more, but I really didn't feel like getting into the crappy ones in this countdown. So I only went with the top 5 for this. So number 5 for me, I got Kane Heist, his portrayal of Jason, but mainly from part 7. I did not like him in part 8. Definitely didn't like him in Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X was just he was kind of just there. Kane Heist in part 7 was the first time that we seen Kane Heist in a Friday the 13th movie. This is the first time that we got to see his version, what he brings to the table. This is the heavy breathing Jason. Always kind of looking like he's catching his breath the entire movie. I'm not really a huge fan of that. However, with his look and the way he acts in this movie, it was definitely good enough to get him on the top 5 spot. We got his spine showing. We got the wet clothes with the deteriorating outfit. We got, you get to see most of his body. He's kind of melting down to a skeleton because he's so rotted away at this point. His mask looks pretty sweet in this movie. It's the same one as in the originals, but a little bit more, messed up from all the trauma that he's taken. He's very vicious. You could tell that he enjoys the role that he's playing. He's super creepy. He does a little stalking in this movie as well, which I appreciate. I just think he's brutal is the main thing in this movie. And if you wanted a creepy Jason, this one is creepy, which is, I give Kane Heist mad respect. Just the passion that he has for the role, and the fact that he stayed with this franchise for 4 movies, and he would have stayed for Freddy vs. Jason. That was enough alone to get on this list, even though I'm not the huge Kane Heist fan that most Jason fans are. So that's why I got Kane Heist at number 5. At number 4, I got C.J. Graham, play Jason in Jason Lives, Friday Part 6. I don't like the overall look of Jason in this movie, but the mannerisms that he has, the viciousness that he has in this movie, I dig it. I love the kills in this movie, so that's another reason why I put this Jason on the list. he plays the character very well. He was an ex-Marine, so his walk is like perfect for Jason. He's a little bit, he picks up a little speed walking in this movie. This movie was kind of like self-aware though. It knew what it was. It was a fun, upbeat slasher, and C.J. Graham fit in this movie perfectly. Whenever he rips that guy's arm off, and then he's sitting there. Looking at the machete and the arm hanging. He's watching that RV go up and down, and he does a little bit of head tilting. I like that a lot. We didn't have the heavy breathing, so that was a plus for me before we got Kane Hodder, so that's why I had to put him one spot above. He's not my all-time favorite, but he was good enough and serviceable to make this list. By the way, I love Friday the 13th Part 2, but I just didn't feel that Warren Gillette or Steve Dash made Jason good enough to be on this list. Yes, he was creepy as hell, but he was too bumbling around, I think, to make this list. So that's why I didn't put him on. Even though I do love the movie, it's going to be pretty high up in my rankings. You guys are going to be surprised, I think. But C.J. Graham owned the role of Jason. He did a great job. The look of him was pretty good, except for the Home Depot part. But other than that, I thought C.J. Graham was badass as Jason. So that's why he was at number 4. Number 3, we're going OG. Richard Brooker, Friday Part 3. When you think of Jason, when I think of Jason, this is the Jason that I think of. He got awesome traps for days. I mean, he's a tall, menacing character. He's lurking. Kind of got like that Frankenstein vibe to me. Lurking in the shadows. He's just walking around, taking his good old time killing people. The look of Jason is traditional. It is amazing. This is what the other Jasons wanted to be. They wanted to be Richard Brooker. He was the first one to don the hockey mask, the first one to don that green Dickie shirt and those jeans. This is the one that we wanted. And he's menacing. Especially when he's freaking got stabbed in the leg and he's like hobbling down the road. That's some creepy shit. I really dig Jason in this movie. And like I said, Richard Brooker's built like a freaking brick shithouse. You run into that guy, he's gonna kill you for damn sure. But he just played the role perfectly. He was creepy as hell. Silently walking as he's carrying that body after he killed her, the hippie chick. Fighting the freaking biker in the barn. He's just everything you want in a Jason, and this is what you get. Richard Brooker, the OG, the original hockey mask wearing killer. He had to make the list. He's the first one to wear the mask, if for nothing else. He created the look of Jason Voorhees. So he had to be on this list, and he had to be high. That's why he's number 3. Number 2 might get some hate. Derek Mears, the Friday the 13th reboot in 2009. This is Hunter Jason. This is, I set traps Jason. I got tunnels dug under the ground. I am a weed farmer for some reason. I know it's a little weird, but we'll take it. He kidnaps a girl in this movie. This Jason has power, strength, velocity. He's chasing your ass, you're running. I love the look of Jason in this movie. I'm going to be getting to that ranking video here soon too. Everything about Jason in this movie is badass. The hockey mask, it's a little tweaked, but I love it. I love the unbuttoned shirt that he has on. I love the way his head looks in this movie. A little bit of hair coming out, but not too much. You never get a look at his face in this movie, which is fine. We usually get that one quick shot of his face. We didn't get it, but I'm fine with that. But Derek Mears is a menacing force. He's a little taller than the other Jasons. He's freaking built. If that guy's chasing you, you are running. You're not going to stand there. Like, if Steve Dash was chasing you, you're scared, but you're like, he's really tiny. No, this guy is huge. He deserves to be in another Friday the 13th movie. Once it gets out of the courts, I hope that they will look at Derek Mears' performance in Friday the 13th and they will bring him back for a sequel or another reboot because he owned the role. He was just a scary force. The way he moved, the way he kills. It's just, I think the velocity is what has him up high on this list. Everything he did was just, like I said, he kind of reminded me of Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. That's what this Jason was like. The velocity! Like, he's a fighter. He's powerful. Every strike is a death blow. And everything he did, the way he moved, the way he walked, the way he sprinted, ran. I loved everything about this Jason. It was so close, rotating in and out between number 1 and number 2, but I had to put him in number 2 because there's one Jason that is highly regarded, highly ranked on almost everybody's list. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ted White from Friday the 13th, Part 4 of the final chapter. He took a Richard Brooker laid on the table and took it to the next level. We have the same attire. This time he's repping the hockey mask with the axe mark. This Jason is vicious as well. When you think of a Jason, this is another one you go right to. He has everything you want in a Jason. He's there to kill people, and that is what he does. You'd never know where he's going to be. And that's what makes this Jason special. Like, that girl's looking out the window. I mean, you kind of figure, but you don't really think Jason's going to be up on the 2nd story. Bam! Through the window. Throws her ass out the window. Even though it was a dude. I never knew that. When he throws that chick out, it's actually a dude stunt person flying on that car. I thought that was hilarious. If you do it in like slow motion, you can tell that it's a dude. But back to Ted White. He's also a towering, menacing force. Creepy as hell when he's up in that room with Trish, chasing her in the hallway, and it's dark. There's hardly any light. Wow. Menacing, terrifying, scary, creepy. Everything you want in a Jason. And he's pissed off in this movie because Trish is doing a little bit of damage to him. So he's a little pissed off. And he's just creepy as hell. Especially when he's trying to touch Tommy's face. After Tommy shaved his head. Creepy as hell. But he also has that like childlike demeanor. Trying to figure out Tommy. And obviously his mental state is like that of a child. I love that. I love whenever he gets his mask hit off his face. He got the little smirk on his face. Ted White plays it perfectly. There's nothing more you can ask for in a Friday the 13th. I dig it. And I'm assuming most people are going to dig my final decision as Ted White for number 1. Whew! Another banging ranking in the Friday the 13th series. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know what Jason ranks number 1 in your heart. Leave it in the comment section below. I appreciate any comments that I get. Definitely if you enjoyed this, like it and share it to your friends. Help me grow one of the most mediocre YouTube channels on YouTube right now. All this. Your boy Vanilla Ice here. The Fudge Monster. Share this content. Get it out there to the masses because I love making these videos. And I love doing what I'm doing. I may be not getting 1 million subscribers and 1 million views, but I love doing this. It's a passion of mine. Horror is a passion. Friday the 13th is a passion of mine, even though it's not ranked above my boy Michael Myers and Halloween. But definitely, keep watching these videos. Subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. Check out the Stream Demons. Catch me on Fudge Monster Live on Wednesday nights. And you guys have a